Welcome to Everyday Counseling, a podcast about understanding emotional experience as it shows up in ordinary life. In this episode, we're building directly on what we explored last time and looking at how confidence grows not from certainty or control, but from learning to tolerate discomfort. Confidence is often imagined as feeling sure, prepared, or unshaken. In practice, it can usually develop in the opposite way. Confidence grows when people discover that they can stay present while feeling unsure, unsettled, or uncomfortable, and nothing falls apart. This kind of confidence doesn't announce itself. It doesn't arrive as a clear belief or a strong internal statement. It shows up quietly through experience. You might notice it when you do something without fully resolving your doubts first. You attend a meeting while still feeling uncertain. You make a decision without complete clarity. You let a situation remain open a little longer than you normally would. At first, these moments feel uncomfortable rather than confident. The body may still be activated, thoughts may still circle, but something important happens alongside that discomfort. You remain engaged. Earlier, we talked about tolerance for uncertainty, building through repetition. Confidence grows from the same process. Each time discomfort is tolerated rather than avoided, the system updates its expectations. It learns that a discomfort doesn't automatically lead to danger or failure. This learning doesn't require positive thinking, it doesn't require reassurance, it comes from lived experience. You might recognize this in how you handle everyday challenges now compared to before. Situations that once felt overwhelming still register, but they don't stop you in the same way. You move forward with a sense of, I can handle this, even if you don't feel calm. That's an important distinction. Confidence isn't the absence of anxiety, it's the ability to act alongside it. Another place this shows up is in how people respond after something difficult. Instead of replaying everything in detail, they recover more quickly. The discomfort passes and attention returns to the present. That recovery builds trust. Trust is a key part of confidence. Not trust that things will go perfectly, but trust that you can respond if they don't. This is why confidence often follows discomfort rather than preceding it. People don't feel confident first and then act. They act, tolerate discomfort, and confidence follows. You might notice this pattern in situations you once avoided: speaking up, waiting without checking, letting someone else take the lead. Each experience that ends without catastrophe adds to a quiet internal sense of capability. Over time, that sense accumulates. Confidence becomes less about proving yourself and more about knowing you can adapt. Another subtle shift is how people relate to mistakes. When confidence grows from tolerance, mistakes don't carry the same weight. They're no longer evidence of inadequacy, they're a part of experience. This reduces pressure significantly. When the system isn't trying to avoid discomfort, it becomes more flexible. Decisions feel easier, interactions feel less charged, life feels more navigable. I like that word, navigable. It's also common for people to feel more confident without being able to explain why. There's no single insight or breakthrough, things just feel more manageable. That lack of explanation can be upsetting at first. We are often taught to understand change intellectually. But confidence that grows through experience doesn't always come from a clear narrative. What matters is that the system has learned something new. It has learned that discomfort can be survived, that uncertainty can be held, and that action doesn't require complete reassurance. This kind of confidence is steady rather than dramatic. It doesn't disappear easily under pressure because it's based on what you've already lived through, not what you're hoping will happen. As this steadiness develops, people often notice they're less focused on how they're coming across and more focused on what they're actually doing. Attention moves outward, engagement becomes more direct. Confidence, in this sense, isn't about feeling strong, it's about feeling able. In the next episode, we'll move into how this growing confidence changes the way people relate to everyday challenges and why life often feels simpler when discomfort no longer needs to be avoided.